Yeah, yeah. Got my Bible again because that's we'll do a devotional for our upcoming men's breakfast, and certainly make it a good challenge for me to do this sort of thing to boost my confidence up, and I'd say in some ways broaden my skills. So just going to go through and have a look here, and got something in mind. So something I got led to, and now just have a bit of a sit down and have a look into it a bit.
Now when Jesus heard this, he marveled at the centurion and turned and said to the crowd,
So in the bit of passage, it's still I can draw a lot of things from it, but it's just one thing there that I just that I was really wanting to focus on, but the commentary didn't seem to really want to focus on it or bring it up. So I was certainly taking a totally different approach to everything. But I'll sit down and put it all together and stuff like that tomorrow. And when I go to bed, because I get up early in the morning to go to the gym. And print. Well, it's actually a couple of days since the last little bit of footage I filmed. It's just want to knuckle down and have a good, see through with this without any sort of interruptions, or try and remember to film it. It's pretty much just what I've been pulling out of the good old trusty Bible here. There's a story about the faith of the Centurion. Now, this wasn't going to do his thing on talk about his faith so much, but more to talk about the impact he had. And being a peacemaker, basically. So a bit of the story behind it all is, he's a centurion of in command of about 100 Roman soldiers, and of course there's still a bit of a occupational force at a town called Capernaum. And he had he was God-fearing, and he had a friend who was servant, someone loyal and trusty, who's pretty much gotten ill and dying. Hearing that Jesus was in town, he requested some Jewish leaders in the town to go and get him and ask him to come and visit and heal his friend, basically. And the Jewish leaders went and visited him, and pretty much just saying, come and visit him. He's done quite a lot for this town. You've pretty much financing the synagogue we got. And so doing something like that, it was someone who's pretty much a Roman soldier, and also pretty much also a Gentile. If doing that, and so having so much of an impact there, and probably would have made a big huge difference to the town, and wouldn't have anything in the way of any uprising or anything like that. And they'd certainly be a lot more peaceful and stuff like that. And so in today's modern world, it's still look at things like what they did with World War One and the difference they made with World War Two. And of course, I'm not talking about the cost of life and everything else like that, but just the end of World War One, it's like a peace treaty, and everyone going home when they ceasefire basically. But so like the Allies were trying to make an example out of Germany to teach them a lesson basically with the peace treaty, and they were made to really pay for it basically. And it's like something that wasn't deserved basically with Germany, because it was sort of like more of a collapse of the government and everything else like that causes the end of World War One and the ousting of the Kaiser. So, but and it causing a bit of resentment there, and it had an Austrian corporal that made World War Two basically, and but from the end of World War Two they made a little bit of a difference, and so like something that President Lincoln actually said was to get rid of my enemies is to make them my friends, and so like they did that sort of thing with after World War Two, and now is consider Germany a close ally. Like I'll probably make a bit more of a modern example instead of an example from history. Is it might be on the controversial side, but what will make a bigger difference to just sit there and say he'll be watching, or just doing something and planting some trees? You see what I mean? But anyway, for me, I'm going to go fold this up, put this in my Bible, and get some dinner as I get ready to head on out to the men's group, because I'm also doing a devotional for that too, or Bible study for that too, as well as for the men's breakfast, so get some training in.
I'm shocked. And called God's people because he loved them, because the promises of Abraham before.
The men's group only had like 3 people in it, including myself. But it all went well. It was well received and all that. So, yeah. So just to finish this up, when I had dinner, I'd also went and put in for 10 trees with that Team Trees thing that Mr. Beast has started up with Mark Rover. So, you could say in some ways it's sort of like making peace with the environment, you could say. So, and sometimes you find that small things can make a biggest impact. Yeah, and even if you're a bit of a skeptic with all that sort of thing, doesn't hurt to plant some trees, does it? So, anyway, consider subscribing down below. Until next time, have a good one.